On one hand, we have the god of aesthetics, Claude 3.7 Sonnet, and on the other hand, we have the current state of the art, Gemini 2.5 Pro. Who will win? Let's find out. Starting off with the first question, modeling a teacup. Let's look at Claude 3.7 Sonnet's response. Okay, I got the code. Let's paste it and let's run it. Okay, that vaguely looks like a teacup, but what's that thing inside? And also you can see the handle is not connected actually. And the cup structure is in wireframe instead of being a model. So not a very good response I would say. Let's move on to Gemini 2.5 Pro. Okay, we have got the response and let's run it. Okay, that is an error. Let's share this error with the model. And in the meanwhile, let's also ask Claude 3.7 Sonnet to give us an updated model. Okay, we have got the response from Claude Sonnet. Let's paste the code and let's run it. And okay, we have got something. So instead of getting a better response, we got something else. That was not what I expected. Very bad response, I would say. Let's move on to Gemini 2.5 Pro. So it's done generating. Let's copy the code and let's run it. Okay, we do have something. Let's see. And that looks like a cup, guys. Not sure of the handle though, but comparatively, I would say Gemini 2.5 Pro did a better job. Now let's ask them to model a tree. Let's start off with Claude Sonnet. We have got the response, so let's paste it and let's run it. Okay, that does look like a tree, but there aren't any leaves. Kind of okay, I would say. Let's move on to Gemini 2.5 Pro. We have got the code, let's paste it and let's see. Okay, again we don't see any leaves, but comparatively I would say it looks better. It has more branches. I wonder why they struggle to generate leaves. Let's send the feedback to Gemini that the tree should be full of leaves. And let's send the same message to Claude Sonnet as well. So let's look at Claude Sonnet's response first. Let's paste the code and okay. Okay, it looks better, but there are still no leaves. Let's move on to Gemini 2.5 Pro. Let's copy the code, let's paste it and okay. We do have something. And I think these small shapes at the top, at the end of the branches, they represent leaves. So comparatively, I would say Gemini was better in this one as well. Next, let's ask them to model a supercar. Let's send this to both Sonnet and Gemini. Okay, we have got the response from Claude Sonnet. Let's copy the code and let's run it. And just like our previous videos, we have a similar response from Claude. Does that look like a car? I don't think so. But now let's look at Gemini 2.5 Pro's response. Let's paste the code and let's run it. Okay, that looks a bit better compared to Claude Sonnet, I would say. If we go to modeling, we can see the wireframe and it looks a bit better. I wonder why do they have lateral tires instead of along the vehicle like normal. Let's send the feedback to Sonnet saying that it doesn't look like a car. Things are not connected and the tires are also sideways. Let's send the same prompt to Gemini 2.5 Pro as well. Okay, we have got the response from Sonnet. Let's see. Okay, now it looks even worse, I would say. Frankly, I expected better. Now let's look at Gemini's response. Let's get rid of the previous ones and let's paste the code. And okay, that looks more like a car, guys. The tires are properly aligned. That's what I want. I would say it's still mediocre, but comparatively better than Sonnet. Now let's ask both models to model a realistic dragon. Starting off with Sonnet, we have got the response. Let's paste the code and okay, we do have something. That's a very creepy dragon, guys. Its legs are twisted, right? But the wings are the best I have ever seen. Nice. Let's send the feedback to Claude Sonnet that things look distorted. Okay, we have got the response and that looks awesome. Especially I would say the horns look amazing. Now let's move on to Gemini. We have got the response. Let's get the code, let's paste it and this is what we have got, guys. And it looks like a creepy dragon, but more like a skeleton of a dragon. We are also able to distinguish the legs and the wings and the tail. Good but not great. Let's mention this to the model that it looks like a stick figure. Okay, we've got the response. Let's see. And let's run it. Okay, we've got a similar kind of a dragon, nothing much has changed. So what can we say? Clearly when it comes to the teacup test, trees and the supercar, Gemini was the clear winner. And when it comes to dragon, Claude Sonnet was the winner. So if you give enough time to Claude, you can get better responses. But Gemini comparatively was more reliable. So I would say this is a win for Gemini. What are your thoughts? Which one did win according to you? Do tell me down in the comment sections and I will catch you guys in the next one.